Good afternoon, all my Facebook family, fams, FAMZ. How you doing? It's Steve Kerr, your life coach specialist. You got to learn how to aim high, spread wings, and fly. I am feeling fired up right now. I am truly stoked and excited. It is now something to 1 o'clock, and I recognize that, I didn't come online at 12 noon because I was actually in a coaching session that was really deep. I mean, we dug deep, and I want to share some of that with you now because I don't even know if I can share all of it. But high five out to Lorraine Smith. I see you there, Lorraine. Peace and love. Sending you a kiss and a hug. Matthew Kerr, that's my son, my photographer, my videographer, and, a part-time editor. Yeah, he's dabbling a little bit into editing. It's rough for him, but somebody's got to do it. We got small numbers right now, a part of the team, but we're making things happen. And that's the key thing that y'all got to realize right now. You got to take action and make things happen, okay? There's 3 kinds of people that you're going to meet. This is not even the lesson that I want to teach you today, but it just dropped into my mind. You got those that go out and make things happen. You got those guys that sit and watch things happen. And then you got another group of people that they're so clueless, they spend the time saying, what the heck just happened? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Matthew, Lorraine is saying hi to you. Shout out to Matthew from Lorraine. That's awesome. It's good that you guys are communicating and talking together because we are a team. So listen, out of those 3, which one are you? Shelly, Jarrett, my friend, thank you for tuning in. Which one are you? Do you go out and make things happen? Do you spend too much time watching TV, watching things happen? Or you're so clueless that you say, what the heck just happened? You get to choose which one of those 3 you are, but you are one of those 3. But that's not the lesson that I want to teach you today. I want to teach you about understanding the laws. You've been hearing me talk a lot about the laws. And you see, the laws is what governs the universe. You got the law called gravity. You got the law of lift and the law of increase and law of reciprocity and law of centrifugal force and the law of cause and effect. There's a lot of laws that govern. But you see, if you don't understand the laws, you won't have the ability to govern yourself likewise in this world. Now, I can't spend today and teach you all the laws. It's a part of my life coaching. You're going to get a lot when you come to the book launch. We're very close to locking in a date for the book launch, people. Just understand right now, between now and Friday, I'm hoping to come to you and give you the date and give you the location of the book launch. Remember, we said 2 launches, one in Toronto, 500 people attendance, and one in Brampton or Mississauga for 300 people. I haven't moved from that. I'm working on it still, and I'm holding on to it. And I'm looking forward to see you, Shelly Jarrett, and SMJ Magazine, and what all they're doing in the community. It's awesome. It's going to be a fantastic networking event, and a whole lot of information is going to be shared. Now, my heading for today is understanding the laws. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the law of cause and effect, the law of increase, and the law called reciprocity. Let me hear you say that word, reciprocity. You might want to write this down on a piece of paper because you're going to get some instructions from this. This is meat, okay? We're having a meal here right now. And this is meat and potatoes. We're having a salad, meat and potatoes. And hey, if you got room for the dessert after, we'll have some dessert too. You're about to have a meal. Are you ready? All right, so here we go. All of those things are all connected together. The law of increase, the law of cause and effect, and the law of reciprocity. It's a process. It's a cycle. Okay, just like you have the cycle of life in winter, spring, summer, and fall, it is the cycle as such. It is always coming back. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. You cannot control winter, spring, summer, and fall. It happens. So now all you have to do is learn how to navigate your way through winter, spring, summer, and fall. For instance, let's imagine right now that you are a farmer. Now, are you going to go out in wintertime and plant a seed? No, you're not. It would be foolish because you know that winter is a season for the earth to rest. That's why you have winter, because you got to give the earth a break. So you got a break going. You're not going to plant in that season, and it's cold. Nothing's going to grow. So you got to wait for the season that comes after winter. What is it? You know it. Let me hear you say it. Let me hear you type it. Come on, Lorraine, type it. Come on, Matthew, type it. You guys know what season that is. What season comes after winter?
Summer.
No, you're wrong, Judea. Come on, Judea, come here. My daughter came in my video, so there you go. Judea.
Winter, summer, and
No,
fall.
it's not winter, summer, and fall. You missed it. What is it? You go to school. What comes after winter?
Summer,
No.
fall.
Judea, are you telling me you honestly
Spring.
don't know? It's spring.
I just said that.
Yes, you just said it, but it took you a while to say it. You got to train up the children in the way they grow. You know what I'm saying? Let's pray for her. Let's pray for her. So it's spring. Okay, listen to that word, spring. Spring into action. You got to take action. There's something that you got to do. So what does the farmer do? The farmer just doesn't pick up his seeds and go to the field. No. No. You got to do some things before that. So let's go through the process. If you got a pen and paper, you ought to be writing these things down and put it into memory. Memory repetition. I'm going to repeat it a couple times. Why? Because repetition is the key. Repetition is the key. First thing, the farmer has got to get up early in the morning. Now, understand, I'm going back in time where, you know, they don't have all these huge turbines that they jump in, start the key, and in an hour they plow 10 acres of field. I'm going back into the olden days where you have the farmer and he's got just one plow. 2 bulls and a plow. All right? But he's got 10 acres of land. So he's got to get up early in the morning. So that's number 1. Get up early in the morning. Write that down on your paper. Okay? There's some sacrifice that you got to make here to get prepared for your crop. You got to get up before the sun. Why do you got to get up before the sun? Because when you're in the heat of the sun, you're going to get heat stroke. So he's got to get in and out before the maximum heat of the sun. All right? So yeah, he's going to be working with the sun. But he gets up 3 o'clock in the morning because he starts before the sun gets up to get some of the work done. That's number 1. He just finished plowing. Oh, you know, he hooked up the 2 ox, the bulls, and you have 2, so they go straight. You try plowing a field with 1 ox, he's going to go all over the place. Okay, you got to have 2. All right. Oh, thank you very much, Jeanette Lumley. Great topic moving forward. Excellent. You're here. You're writing this down. Excellent. So that's number 1. Plow the field. But still, put your bag of seeds down. We're not ready yet. Number 2 is this. You ready? Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up. Number 1 is get up early in the morning. Number 2 is plowing the field. Sorry. That's number 2. All right. So you plowed the 10 acres. Now the farmer is got to go and get his wheelbarrow and he's got to go up and down the rows to remove the stones because these are objects that's going to hinder your crop from growing. All right. If you cut that corner and leave the stones there, you're going to find that some of your crop is not going to grow up straight because the stone is going to hinder it. So remove the stones. That's number 3. Okay. You got that. Wait. I know you're excited to get your bag of seeds, but no, you're not ready for that yet. Put the bag of seeds down. You now have to do what is really difficult, but you got to do it. Okay? You got to, let me give you a hint. Stinky. There's your hint. Stinky. What do you got to do? You got it. Whenever you drive in those country fields in springtime and you smell something stinky, what is it? It's manure. Exactly. You now have to take your time and you got to get that manure mixed into your soil. Why? If you want a mature crop, you got to do the sacrifice. You got to put in the time. Okay? You got to put in the time. If you cut that, your crop ain't going to get mature. Now, it's a stinky job. But somebody's got to do it. And I prefer if you wear gloves. Because I don't know if I'm going to be shaking your hand if I know you ain't wearing gloves. All right? But you got to do it. All right? You got to do it. So you got the getting up early in the morning. You got the plowing of the field. You got the picking out of the stones. You got the mixing the soil in. So now you're ready. Get your bag of seeds and go and plant. All right. That's number 5. Good. But what do you do now? You wait. And that's important too. That's a part of the process. You got to wait because now you're waiting. You have entered into the dimension that you don't have any control over. Why? Because you can't control the sun to rise and to set, and you can't control the rain that falls. Yes, you can hook up a hose, and a very long hose, and water the field, but ultimately you know the majority of your water is going to come out of your control, which is the rain. And you and I both know who controls that, right? Come on, let me hear you say it. All right, give it up for God. That's right. That's his domain. You wait. You got to wait for your crop to mature. But when it matures, and you know it's the time because now the air is a little cooler, the leaves on the tree moves from green to red, brown, and orange. It's time now for you to harvest. So you got to go back into your field and reap what you started in spring. If you delay and winter comes, all your efforts in spring would come to naught. So you got to get out and reap your field. You got to get out and get some friends to reap your field. There is the process right there. That is the law of cause and effect. You planted a seed, you expected a return, and you got the return. That's the law of cause and effect. The law of increase is because you planted one seed, you didn't get back one seed. You got back a multiplicity of seeds. That's the law of reciprocity. You first got to give and then you will return. Now let's go back again and break down the law of reciprocity, dealing with a specific crop that I love to deal with. This is my longest video I'm putting out, and I want you guys to really get this inside of you, because when we connect coaching and when you come to the book launch and so forth, you would have already been launched because you've been receiving this information before you come to the book launch. So I want each and every one of you right now to imagine the power of imagination. That's a part of the laws. The ability to imagine. What I have between my two fingers right now is a niblet of corn. I choose this because I love corn. I love corn. Now, the purpose of corn is to what? Supply nourishment for the body. But wait, we're not going to eat this corn. Because if you eat all your niblets, you won't have anything to plant next year. So this is the seed that we are going to plant right now. So I want you to imagine right now, you are planting the seed, right? You move the soil 3 inches, 4 inches down, and you covered it up. Now, can you tell me what's the first thing that happens to that seed? Let me hear it. Come on. Oh, some of you are saying it starts to grow. No, you're wrong. It doesn't start to grow. It dies. Yes. The first thing that seed does, it dies, because you got to remember the purpose for that seed was for you to eat it, for nourishment for the body. But no, it wasn't done that. It sacrificed itself. That seed sacrificed itself for to propagate the species, to get more corn for you next year. It dies. So what I'm saying to you is, it doesn't start to go up first. It started to go down. It breaks down. It decomposes. So I want you to see yourself right now, breaking down and spreading out. Why are you spreading out? Because you know the DNA that's in that seed tells it it's going to go up a certain distance. And I happen to know corn stalk, it gets up to about 5 feet. So it knows before it goes up, it has to develop a strong foundation. Come on now. I'm taking my time with this. Remember, I said we're having a meal. The salad, the meat and potatoes, and maybe we'll have a dessert after. I'm taking my time with this one. I'm not rushing this video. If you want to leave, you can leave, but I'm going somewhere with this. Okay, so now the roots are out and you break out of the ground. Where you're breaking out and going up, you are reaching to that substance that you know is maturing you. What I'm talking about is the sun. It's almost like you're praising the sun. You're lifting up. You're reaching up for the sun, and according to the DNA that's in you. Hey, Mark, thanks for tuning in. Hasneet Singh, thanks for tuning in. Verily, Lewis, thanks for tuning in. Jeanette Lumley, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Love it very much. High five. Thank you for that. Love, love. Send me some more love. Show me some more hearts, guys. You guys are listening. You guys want to hear the end of this, right? Come on. Show me some love. Show me some love. Okay. So it's grown up. Now on it is 3 cobs. Okay. The average corn, 3 to 5 cobs. Let's deal with the smaller number. Okay. 3 cobs. Now I happen to have done this, guys. I did my research. If you were to take off the trash of one of those cobs and count the niblets, you would find 540 to 720 niblets. But for an easy math, let's just round it down to 500 niblets. Okay? So watch. You planted a seed. 1 stalk grew up. 3 cobs came forth with 500 niblets. So can you tell me, type it for me, how much niblets do you have? Let me take a second there. Let me say it again. You planted 1 seed. 1 stalk grew up. 3 cobs. 500 niblets on each cob. What is the grand total of how much niblets you now have? Come on, y'all gonna type it? You now have 1,500, or you can say 1,500 niblets. Look at that. How many niblets did you plant? You planted 1. What did you get in return? You got back exponentially a multiplication that is astronomical, above all that you can ask or even think. 1,500. That is the law of reciprocity. That is the law of increase. You got the increase, and reciprocity now is for you to repeat the cycle. That means you can't eat all those 1,500 seeds. You have to put aside some of them for next season. Matter of fact, I'll tell you right now, you ought to be giving some away to the needy. Yeah, connected. Looks like I went away for a second there. I don't know what you guys saw, but I disconnected for a second. I hope you're back, because I'm back here. Yes, Lorraine, 1,500. Yes, Matthew, 1,500. Excellent. You should be saving some of those. You should be giving some away. You should be investing, all that stuff, and buying. And you should be eating when you get money. This is a cycle of what you do with the money you get. You don't just spend all the money you get. You got to save some for a rainy day. You got to invest some. And of course, you got to put some towards your bills and stuff like that. But mostly, you should remember too, to give some away. There's somebody in need. Get connected with a church. Get connected with an organization, right? I'm connected with the Knights Table, and I put in time and I give to the Knights Table. They feed people. Okay? That's one of the organizations that I'm working with right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to be the MC at their event. That's tomorrow. I don't know if y'all want to come, because there's a $10 cost, I think, to come. But if you guys are interested in coming, you can come. It's a $10 cost. I'm going to be there with my camera crew. I'm going to be the MC, and I'm going to be giving a keynote speech tomorrow at the Knights Table appreciation dinner for their volunteers. It's tomorrow. So I'm just putting it out there for anybody that's interested in coming, and y'all can connect with me. Okay. That's the law of reciprocity, the law of increase, the law of cause and effect. It's very simple. You sow, you reap. You don't sow, you don't reap. That's the law of cause and effect. Now, saying all that, guys, we're really farmers. We're farmers in the business community. We need to get you going in your business of choice, your passion of choice, purpose. And there's the laws. Activate the laws. Expect a return. The expect will come. No one plants a seed and never expect it not to grow. Come on now. All right, guys? So that's my lessons for you today. Understanding the laws. I really enjoyed this, man. My energy level was really high. I'm feeling good and I'm feeling stoked about this video. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Peace and love. I'm Steve Kerr, your life coach specialist. And remember, aim high, spread wings, fly.
Fly like an eagle.